Hey, hey, you ugly girl. You took my crush away with juju, even with scars all over your face. Lillian shouted at her. Vanessa was born with scars that covered her entire face. The moment she came into this world, the doctors and nurses were so shocked that they fainted at the sight of her. Her parents were devastated, feeling as though their joy had been stolen by the imperfections their newborn daughter carried. Yet, a wise pastor who had heard of their worries told them something that would stay with them forever. Your daughter's scars have a purpose. She will carry them until the right time, and only then will they disappear. Without them, she will never find true love. The pastor made them promise to keep this prophecy a secret, telling them that the scars were a part of Vanessa's fate. She would face many challenges, but at the right moment, everything would change. Vanessa grew up in constant torment. From nursery school to secondary school, she was relentlessly bullied by her classmates. The taunts were never-ending, and the most cruel was Brendy, a girl who made it her personal mission to mock Vanessa's scars. Vanessa, however, was no ordinary girl. Though she had a face that many rejected, she was incredibly intelligent, brilliant in all her studies, and had a mind sharp enough to defeat anyone academically. But none of this mattered to the bullies. Brendy, who had no real academic prowess and was known for chasing after boys, continued to belittle Vanessa every chance she got. As the bullying wore on, Vanessa made the painful decision to shut herself off from everyone. She refused to associate with her classmates and even kept her distance from community members. Her family became her only comfort. When Vanessa finished secondary school, the idea of university was a terrifying prospect for her. The thought of facing more bullying from new students was unbearable. She shared her fears with her parents, who, though saddened, encouraged her. One day, your scars will fade, and those who mocked you will be the ones looking up to you, they said. With their encouragement, Vanessa took a deep breath and enrolled in university. Her first day was a nightmare. As soon as she stepped on campus, people stared and whispered. Even the lecturers and staff questioned her about the scars on her face. The stares and mockery were relentless, but Vanessa held on tightly to her parents' words. Then there was Lillian, a tall and beautiful girl, who made it her daily mission to insult Vanessa about her appearance. Lillian was obsessed with handsome boys, and Vanessa quickly realized that Lillian was a woman of vanity, only interested in wealth and status. Vanessa, now more resilient, began to fire back, using Lillian's obsession with boys and materialism to mock her whenever Lillian dared to insult her. In her final year, Vanessa's life took a surprising turn. She met Stanley, one of the richest and most handsome men in the area. Stanley had admired her from afar for a while, noticing her intelligence and dignity despite her scars. One afternoon, as Vanessa was heading home from school, Stanley stopped his car and offered her a ride. Initially, Vanessa declined, but after much persuasion, she agreed. As they drove, Stanley confessed how much he admired her and asked if she would consider being his girlfriend. Vanessa was stunned, unable to fathom why someone as desirable as Stanley would choose her, especially when girls like Lillian were around. "Why me?" Vanessa asked, still in disbelief. Stanley smiled warmly. "You're my kind of woman. You're respectful, intelligent, and real. Your scars don't define you. They make you stronger." Although Vanessa still had doubts, she agreed to be his girlfriend. Days turned into weeks, and Stanley began picking her up every day, taking her to school, and spending more time with her. Soon, rumors started circulating. Lillian and others accused Vanessa of using witchcraft or juju to win Stanley's heart. How could a man like Stanley be interested in a girl with such visible scars? Lillian became increasingly bitter, accusing Vanessa of stealing her crush through dark magic. But something miraculous began to happen. As Vanessa and Stanley's relationship grew, her scars began to fade, little by little, almost unnoticed. 6 months later, Stanley proposed to Vanessa, and she said yes. They began planning their wedding, and Stanley even made plans to take Vanessa abroad for surgery to help remove her scars. However, the night before their wedding, something incredible happened. The scars completely disappeared. The news of her transformation spread like wildfire through the town, and everyone was stunned by how beautiful Vanessa had become. Only her parents knew that it was a prophecy fulfilled. On the day of their wedding, Vanessa was the talk of the town. Her beauty was undeniable, and even Lillian couldn't hold a candle to her. Vanessa's transformation went beyond physical beauty. It was the kind of beauty that came from overcoming adversity, from finding strength in what others saw as weaknesses. On their graduation day, Vanessa, now the best graduating student, was the subject of admiration and envy. People who had once mocked her now hid their faces in shame. Stanley, proud of the woman she had become, gifted her with a car key, symbolizing the new chapter in her life. Vanessa's journey was not just about her scars disappearing. It was about learning to see herself beyond the imperfections and how true love had the power to change everything. It was a reminder that sometimes the things that make us different are the very things that make us special. Dear viewers, what lessons did you take away from this dramatic tale? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the story, give us a thumbs up, share it with friends, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.